Welcome back, dear viewers, and you're still watching the Breakfast Show. And in this segment of our program, we will talk about the Africa Health ExCon 2024, which was inaugurated on Monday by Prime Minister Mustafa Madbouli on behalf of President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi, with the attendance of many African pharmaceutical companies and also international organizations. And to shed more light on the importance of this conference, we are joined over the phone by Ambassador Souaad Shalaby, former Assistant Foreign Minister. Good morning, Ambassador Souaad.
Good morning.
So, can you tell us more about the importance and the significance of Egypt's hosting such an important event as the Africa Health ExCon 2024?
Good morning, and I'm happy to talk about this because this is the largest African medical exhibition and conference in Africa.
Yes.
And it is mainly for innovation and trade. This
yes.
is the theme of this year. It is your gateway to innovation and trade, and this is one of the largest annual events in the field of health in Africa. It will be held in Cairo, in the new capital, in the new administrative capital, between 3rd to 6th of June, and it showcases international expertise and contributions to strengthening the medical sector in the African continent. Actually, the Egyptian Authority for Unified Procurement, Medical Supplies and Technology Management is the hosting agency here and in Cairo, and it is for this agency, it is a golden opportunity to showcase all the Egyptian companies who are working in healthcare and in medicine services in Africa.
So, Ambassador Souaad, also the conference focuses on the possibilities and the importance of investment in Africa, and this is a very important issue. What's your comment on this?
Yes, this conference is expected to attract more than 500 major companies from various countries in the world, and it will have more than 60,000 visitors from over 100 countries worldwide. That is the best way to attract investment and to show how much Egypt and Africa are working toward strengthening the medical sector, the health sector, and also to contribute to the business in the health sector, because usually investments in health are is not very rewarding, except when it is done through big companies or the support of governments and the business community.
So the most important objectives of this conference also and the exhibition as well is to achieve the aspirations towards a prosperous Africa, which is based on achieving comprehensive growth and sustainable development, and to achieve the targets of African Union Agenda for the year 2063. So to what extent investments in the healthcare system and raising the awareness about this in the African continent is part and integral part of achieving the agenda of the year 2063.
Yes, this is of course one of the aspirations of the agenda, African Union Agenda 2063, and also to 2030 of
yes.
Egypt, the strategy of 2030, to focus on the health sector. And the aspiration is to reach prosperous Africa based on achieving comprehensive growth, sustainable development. And of course, it is mainly to localize medical industries in Africa, whether it is pharmaceuticals, whether it is medical stuff that is used in the hospitals, and also to enhance the trade exchange between various countries in the continent.
And how can Egypt benefit the African countries from its experience in the health domain? As we can see also that, yes, Egypt always send medical convoys to different African countries.
Of course, the Egyptian Fund for Technical Cooperation in Africa used to send experts and used to send medical aid and medical assistance to many African countries who are suffering from the deterioration of their medical situation or medical standards. So it is the role of Egypt in order to reach all these African countries that it pioneers in this field, and it should show the technological and the innovation know-how, the technical know-how that has reached in health and in medical field to show the African countries how much Egypt has reached that stage.
So, also Ambassador Souaad, Egypt has manufactured the pharma city, and it is one of the mega projects that was established by Egypt in the past few years. What is the importance of this mega project?
Of course, if we are talking about the medical...
Egypt Pharma City, yes.
Yes, of course, if we talk about the medical... if we talk about the medical sector, we find that Egypt has excelled in by innovation and technology, and the pharma city is very important to also to prove that Egypt has reached high standards of medical equipment and medical aid.
Yes.
Even during war times and during difficult times.
Yes. So one final question, Ambassador Souaad, on the diplomatic levels, how do you evaluate Egypt's relations with the African countries in the past few years?
As you know, Egypt has been always doing reaching out to African countries in order to provide assistance and to also collaborate in mega projects, like for instance in Tanzania, we had help in constructing hydroelectric dams, also in countries like for instance in Chad and in South Sudan. Egypt has helped to in the building hospitals and also providing medical assistance to Africans that are needy in that field.
Yes. Ambassador Souaad, also, how do you evaluate the Egyptian investments in the African countries and economic cooperation between Egypt? Yes. Ambassador, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, I'm talking about economic cooperation between Egypt and the different African countries and efforts to increase the flow of investments and trade between Egypt and different African countries.
Well, as you know that Egypt has been historically had been playing a big role in the African Union. It had been playing a big role in COMESA, in the African Free Trade area, and also it has signed many agreements in the field of agriculture, irrigation, trade. So there has been many cooperation between between Egypt and many African countries, whether it is mega projects, as I said before, whether it is bilateral or multilateral through the African Union.
Yes. Finally, I'd like to thank Ambassador Souaad Shalaby, former Assistant Foreign Minister. Thank you, Ambassador Souaad, for being with us. And as we all know that the ex-con conference that was inaugurated yesterday is one of the important events that was inaugurated yesterday by the Prime Minister under the patronage of President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi, and it is expected to last until the 6th of June 2024, and this is the largest annual event in the field of health in Africa, which showcases international expertise and contributions to strengthening the medical sector in the African continent. And it is organized by the Egyptian Authority for Unified Procurement, Medical Supply and Technology Management, and it is a golden opportunity for companies working in healthcare and medicine service to explore investment possibilities in Africa, which contributes to accelerating the growth of these industries all over Africa. And dear viewers, a short break, and we'll be back with our second segment for today, so stay tuned.